whether she chooses to be a boss or not. But you got this man doing shit, and you know in the opposite way. You have utilized role reversals to where you were the past and he's the wife.
Hey, good day, everyone. You already know who it is. It's your host, King Nigel of Sigma Male Diaries. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Today, I'm going to play part 2 of a podcast that I was invited to by the name of Peace of Mind Podcast, and the host is DeAndre McKnight. Once again, Peace of Mind Podcast, and the host is DeAndre McKnight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to hold you too much longer, but I'm going to add the link to the description, of his podcast and everything like that, so you guys could be able to finish watching this video or listening to this video on podcast and or Facebook. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the show.
You know what I'm saying? Now, she would have got an attitude with Will himself. That's one thing. But for Will to walk up and smack another man, supposedly, because I ain't hear a slap, I just heard the muff of a microphone. And I've never seen it from an angle where you can actually see if the blow is actually connected. They kept it from 180 degrees to 270 degrees. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't see from side to side and then the back portion. That's just simple as that. From the right side. You could only see as far as where Jada was sitting at, where you could see her reaction with her laughing. But other than that, you couldn't see nothing else. Period. So no, I'm not buying into it. It could be real. It could be. It may not be. But the simple fact of the matter is, assault another man because you're being a bitch about your reaction to your wife. I mean, to me that's problematic.
All right. Now, yeah, I agree. And one other thing I want to say is that she should have swallowed. I'm not sure what the word is. I'll probably just say swallow her pride, at that moment right then and there, and like not let it show that it bothered her. And if that was me, I probably would have just either like sat there and like maybe at most, talk to the guy, whenever I get a chance.
Right.
If it bothered me that much, if it got to that point. But if it came to the point where, I get that look and we're driving home and, I get that look, I'm going to tell him like, hey, like, I know you probably wanted me to do something, but what, I could have done that could have made the situation any better, Now, look at him. Banned from the Oscar for 10 years. This man made countless and countless great movies. And, he's, in my opinion, I think he's going to be screwed for the rest of his acting career, as far as that goes.
Yeah, his acting career is one thing, but he's a movie producer and all that other stuff, so he's good on that end. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people like drama, so a lot of people are concerned about the repercussions of what he's going through. Once again, they're just going to spectate on the before and after portion. But they're not in that man's shoes to suffer the consequences from what he done moving in an emotional way. Now, when I said that being a bitch, I'm not saying that he's technically Will himself is a bitch. I'm saying for any man to move, how us men talk, that's a bitch move. I mean, that's just how we say it, not to say that women are bitches. But we just saying that is just a bitch ass, dude move.
As far as in a colloquial way,
That's not how men move. When have Jada ever stood up for Will? When have Jada ever done anything to protect Will? I mean, I'm not sure to the best of my knowledge. I was a Will Smith fan, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and all that other good stuff, his acting career, you know what I mean, Legend, all that stuff. I am a fan, but I like his movies is what I'm saying. But however, I strongly disagree with Will Smith's actions. And then now the aftermath is not only happening in a negative way, but his wife is not making it any better. Your wife is supposed to be the nurturer. Your wife's supposed to be your support system. You know what I mean? Your wife's supposed to be there, man, to uplift you when you feel like, shit is caving in. That's the role of a woman. Whether she chooses to be a boss or not, But you got this man doing shit, and you know, in the opposite way. You have utilized role reversals to where you wear the pants and he's the wife. You're the husband and he's the wife. She's moving like a man would. She exercising options as if she's a high value man. As if she's that dude. And he's sitting back, okay. Man, you're out your mind, bro. I get a divorce, that's what prenups are for. But I tell you what, to have all this proof and everything that you're doing with this entanglement, regardless of what we agreed to, your ass went outside of the boundaries. You know what I mean? So a divorce, you're going to suffer different consequences. Now you're failing to consummate the marriage and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? You're doing things outside of our agreement, man. And if you break that contract, then it's pretty much a wrap. And like they should have certain clauses for situations like this, man. You know, when, okay, you have an agreement, but you've done this, now you really caused damage to your marriage now. And it's beyond repairable. This man is having a mental meltdown because of shit his wife is doing. And it's probably other personal things as well. But at the end of the day, it does not make it okay for Jada to sit up here and they called it the Red Table Talk, whatever it was. And shout out to the Red Table Talk, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's, you know, nothing negative. But what I'm saying is this, for you to sit up there and have such gratification to display sexual desires and actions with these men. And here it is, Will Smith, this dude is a legend, man. You have this type of guy, and this is how you do this type of guy. You understand what I'm saying? That's number one. She's very disrespectful as a wife. And that's why certain men, you shouldn't, like in your marriages, man, listen, you want to live that playboy life, man, just be a bachelor. You don't have to bring things into your marriage, man. You know, you could just be a bachelor, and then you get up with a woman whenever you can. Whether you choose to pay, whether she's down, whatever the case is, but at the end of the day, whatever compromise y'all have, whatever agreement you have is done and over with, and at the end of the day, you go your own separate ways. And then you won't have to deal with stuff like this. That's why a lot of men now these days are not trying to even think about marriage. I've been a serial entrepreneur before, but you know, before business and stuff, man, I'm not in a rush to get married no time soon. I see how these women moving, and there's a lot of Jadas out there. It's a lot of them. She's not just the only one. It's a lot of them. You got women making $60,000 a year because they make $18,000 more than what the average man makes, right? And they literally talk down on that man and tell that man, you're nothing. What can you do for me? You got to make what I have or more. But you got to think about it. The more you go up the ladder of men, man, that's the less possibilities and chances you have for landing that type of man because of your attitude.
Right.
Women that have their own,
you're looking for that 1%,
less likely to stay in the marriage, and that's a problem. Women financial freedom is being from under the authority of a man. I'm telling you right now, that's what it is. And they competing with other women, their lifestyles. You know, all OnlyFans, this IG, I mean, all this crazy stuff, man. That's going to one day end because your brood is not going to last forever. Your value is steady dropping and diminishing. Little do you know. What type of lifestyle is that?
Right. And here's one other thing I want to say to all you modern women out there. Nothing's going to happen but you getting passed around to everybody. And you're going to wonder why nobody's wifing you up, why nobody's taking you seriously. Well, here's the thing. You're not taking your own self seriously. And the thing is, I'm not going to say like a lot of females don't know, but some of them realize it too late, and like they get like 30 years old and like they have like maybe 2 or 3 kids and they're single, and you know, like you said before, you know, won't have anything to offer the men at all.
Right.
You know, because men are, you know, portrayed to be, you know, or to do pretty much everything, and like maybe as far as, you know, taking her to marriage or going all out on a first date. You know, if it was me, if I'm going out with a girl, I'm telling you straight up like this, we playing 50-50, because if it's about money with you, you know, then nah, I'm not with that, because it's not gonna be worth my time.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, to disappoint you if you were in fact into the podcast. However, if you want to finish listening to this podcast, shoot on over to Peace of Mind Podcast, hosted by DeAndre McKnight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's already that time, and you already know what it is. Some of you might like what I say, some of you might not, but I don't give a fuck. And this is your host, King Nigel of Sigma Male Diaries. And that